standing on the corner with some gangsters. I be dishing out the money like a banker. Before I eat your food, I say my grace and thank you. We came from the bottom just like an anchor. If you ain't from the 40, you ain't poppin', nigga. Tryna run up on my squad, it ain't an option, nigga. 40 caliber.
40 Central, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live, we live. Rock with me, rock with me.
My bad bitch, she fine like an NBA fly. I like to kill shit instead. Do it.
Rock with me, rock with me, rock with me. 40 Central, we live. Yes, sir.
So my haters just watch. If a nigga flex on me, I'm socking them like McFoley. 20-inch rims on the Uber ride like Ginobili. Then I roll my window down, they thinking they know me. Then I start shooting that wheel just like I'm Kobe. They ask me when I'm repping myself, is that a question? Sparkles, there's no guessing, daylight is up in my section. I'm good up in the hood, I don't ever need me protection. They don't really want beef, supermarket, they talking Western. My nigga call finessing with them pieces. Fucking up the Vapor Lounge every weekend. You would never hear me singing in the precinct.
Yeah.
Check my gram, last supper, see the way we feasting. Nonsense like a chopper, got ABF on some different shit. Been trapping for 7 days. I'm too legit to quit. Day 10, I'm flying, ballin' harder than Scoocher Smith. Running niggas blocks, taking packs. I don't care who you get. Brother won't be home till you 50. They did my nigga wrong. DV's got the loud with the hood. He out here selling strong. If you don't fuck with my blazers, then we can get you off. Name my chopper jet blue, pull the trigger, it's taking off. I got a couple haters, so I'm popping, nigga. You give her money, I fuck her, you take a shopping, nigga. Get her mad, get in the bag and top it,
Talk
nigga.
that talk.
Red octagon,
Talk
I'm
that
telling you
talk.
to stop it, nigga. I used to ball, I love that shit just to fuck with rap. And started pushing other pills, cause I love the trap. 4240, do we have is where you find me at. Got dealers and killers, right where the lobby at.
We gonna have to run that back. I don't think y'all was really rocking with me for that one. Cause that record right there, that record is.
If you don't want to learn how to buy houses legally with $10 and then flip them to profit.
That record right there is
Viewer
tough.
discretion is advised.
We gonna run that back. It's a Fendi. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Oh, let me enlarge the screen for y'all real quick. Yup. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me.
I be dishing out the money like
Huh?
a banker. Before I eat your food, I say my grace and thank you.
Go ahead.
We came from the bottom just like an anchor. If you ain't from the 40, you ain't poppin', nigga. Tryna run up on my squad, it ain't an option, nigga. 40 caliber on the waist and show.
Pull up on me, pull up on me. We talking sports right now.
My bad bitch, she fine like an NBA flop. I like to kill shit instead, I do a drill and a drop. Say the wrong shit about rude, then somebody get shot.
Go ahead.
Rolling the Lex, so my haters just watch. If a nigga flex on me, I'm socking them like McFoley.
Got to change the camera.
Rims on the Uber ride like Ginobili. Then I roll my windows down, they thinking they know me. Then I start shooting that wheel just like I'm Kobe. They ask me when I'm repping myself, is that a question? Sparkles, there's no guessing, daylight is up in my section.
Yeah.
I'm good up in the hood, I don't ever need me protection. They don't really want beef, supermarket, they talking Western.
Talk to
My
him.
nigga call finessing with them pieces.
Who?
Fucking up the Vapor Lounge every weekend.
What?
You would never hear me singing in the precinct.
Nah.
Check my gram, last supper, see the way we
Nah, it's
feasting.
mad low.
Nonsense like a chopper, got ABF on some different
Go
shit.
ahead.
Been trapping for 7 days. I'm too legit to quit. Day 10, I'm flying, ballin' harder than Scoocher Smith. Running niggas
Pull
blocks,
up
taking
on
packs.
me.
I don't care who you get. Brother won't be home till you 50. They did my nigga wrong. DV's got
Pull
the
up
loud with the
on me.
hood. He out here selling strong. If you don't fuck with my blazers, then we can get you off. Nigga,
Go
chopper,
ahead.
jet blue, pull the trigger, it's taking off. I got a couple haters, so I'm popping, nigga. You
Go
give her
ahead.
money, I fuck her, you take a shopping, nigga. Get her mad, get in the bag and top it, nigga. Red octagon, I'm telling you to stop it, nigga. I used to ball, I left that shit just to fuck with rap. And started pushing other pills, cause I
Pull
love the
up
trap.
on me.
4240, do we have is where you find me at. Got dealers and killers, right where the lobby at.
Who else got a record I can start off with? If you can know somebody with an ill record, just send them my way so that way we can get their record played on. We better be doing internet radio at this point.
We should.
I mean, it's basically what it is.
Yeah.
We just have to.
We should
to
just
young
start a
people,
station.
I
Kev.
respect your right to party.
Was trying to do
I
that.
fully respect it.
Trying to call this place a
I
station.
would enshrine it in
Just
the
saying.
No.
He tried.
No.
He tried.
No.
Tried.
to
Maybe
party.
Kev is right yet again.
No. Don't do that.
Hey, rock with me. Rock with me. Uh-huh. 40 Internet Radio. We might just start a new movement. 40 Internet Radio. And I might be the first DJ. Somebody sponsor my turntables. Sponsor my turntables. Yeah. Yeah. They not listening. They not listening. I feel like Flex.
What's poppin'? Pocket saying what's crackin'.
I just got the air horns
I
instead
got
of the
action.
bombs.
Nigga thought he was valid, we packed him. Yeah, no slacking. My re-up like 500 jacks.
Go ahead.
Not acting.
Go
Bitch
ahead.
took a pic and she put up my boss as a caption. Yeah, all of y'all niggas is capping. You really ain't like that, you rapping. Yeah, this for my niggas that's trapping. Breaking shit down like a fraction. Shorty, your man never bold today. He commentating, he call again. She want a bag with a bag. These bitches annoying, they all the same. Yeah, if we got static, I'm going the distance. My niggas go all the way. A shooter don't care, he hit anything. He shoot a bitch like he Tory Lanez. Yeah, what's shaking? Brand new pack, I'm faded. Try to spin on my block, my niggas gon' pimp your ride, your whole whip getting painted. Yeah, spray up your shit like graffiti. I can't stand a bitch, you too needy. Yeah, I don't need a bitch leave me. Damn, how you thirsty and greedy.
Yeah.
I don't know who you playing with. Hit at least 3 that you hanging with. Says she don't want a relationship, she just want dick and entanglement.
Oh shit. Oh nah. Y'all not. They not listening to bro. They not listening to run that shit back. Run that shit back. They not listening to you, bro.
I'm swerving the Cooper to do it. These niggas just hop on the shoe. It's too hot for a roof. If you really a fan, give me top in the bush.
Yeah, what's
Poppin'.
poppin'? Saying what's cracking?
I can sit here and jam by myself. Pull up to the stream, take the link, share with somebody, but you know, 40 Internet Radio.
Bitch took a pic and she put up my boss as a caption. Yeah, all of y'all niggas is capping. You really ain't like that, you rapping.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this for my niggas that's trapping. Breaking shit down like a fraction. Shorty, your man never bold today. He commentating, he call again. She want a bag with a bag. These bitches annoying, they all the same. Yeah, if we got static, I'm going the distance. My niggas go all the way.
Yeah.
A shooter don't care, he hit anything. He shoot a bitch like he Tory Lanez. Yeah, what's shaking? Brand new pack, I'm faded.
Yeah.
Spin on my block, my niggas gon' pimp your ride, your whole whip getting painted. Yeah, spray up your shit like graffiti. I can't stand a bitch, you too needy. Yeah, I don't need a bitch leave me. Damn, how you thirsty and greedy.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know who you playing with. Hit at least 3 that you hanging with.
Go ahead.
Says she don't want a relationship, she just want dick and entanglement.
Entanglements.
Was blazing. Can fuck with these niggas. These
That
niggas
was
be hating.
effortless.
The 30 is stainless. Put a lace on
Effortless.
his eye like we do LASIK. And we
Yeah.
never basic.
Pull
Till
up
the clip over peppers,
on
I hit him as
me.
Cajun. The bag that I'm chasing. I'm smoking on the ops, got me looking Asian. You know that the 40 is hot. Come to my block and you might catch a 10. Q showing out in the yams. Never been to AZ, but they giving me bins. What's cracking? The hundreds is blue. I ain't crip, I don't jacket. You know
Yeah.
that I pack it. Can't pull off the waist, I'ma blow out the jacket. We moving. We spinning your block up, we hop out, they clueless. You think that we stupid? You ain't bottles and Marys, I heard you was looting. You let niggas shoot you. You respond on the tracks, you can kill them with music. We hooping. For 6 years straight, I was on bullshit. Let's go. I give a fuck with your black felt. We turn the little homies to the black work. We turn the big out to top shelf. I'm shooting this shit to the Glock melt. I do everything myself. I had to run to the money, no relay. Still on track, I never got help. Was blazing.
Effortless. Effortless. Steffortless. Alright, one more record. Just because I like this music. Just because I fuck with this record. Y'all about to start having to pay me to play our records. So many whack rappers out here. That's a fact.
Getting money to the cash flow. Big guns with a back out. 10 bricks in the stash house. Low money with a laugh out.
Go ahead.
Big drip when the gang out. Yo, daddy, bring that range out.
If you ain't from the town, we gonna have to charge you.
Catch me in the club.
Nice prices though, nice prices.
Bouncing up and down, throwing ones with my chain out. Rolling days, 4, 5, 6. I bring that bank out. Head crack, 0 trips. Nigga, you just aced out. Triple beam, quarter brick. Nigga, it just wait out. Grind hard, GG, show you what that game out. Big guns, big blunts. Every time we stake out. Bag them, then we go. What? Nigga, that's a takeout. Fried rice, slow
I like lo mein too.
Starving. After this, I'm gonna get me something to eat.
I just had some big ziti.
That's why I left the house. I'm like, let me just go over there real quick before I go get some food. Go get some food after
Appreciate
this.
that.
Just chill out.
Just chill out. Tuesday. Known rap.
We don't condone that. 4/5 a whole lot. Scam and go left, then it's back to flipping loud packs. I be in the trenches.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that. Shout out to Z, my guy Z in the building. Z in the building. Let me give you some air horns. Z, we got a celebrity in the building. Z in the building. We gonna send you some merch. I keep telling you, send me the info so I can send you the merch. Take the link, share with somebody that you know.
I call Rick and tell him, bro, I got a good leg. You call Cap like, Dottie got another head. And he's sweet, man. We don't even need the clips.
Yeah.
We don't need the clips. All we gotta do is pistol whip. Easy, nigga.
Are you dumb? Easy. Fuck going on? Niggas is fucked out, man. Sturdy and flirty.
40.
Disrespect
Gotta wind the screen for this part.
Hit niggas in they mind like telepathy. Trap
Connected, he was playing.
Now this stuff on. Now it's on. That means it's on right there.
Mike. All right, we here. Zeta God, yo, what's good, bro? Yo, I need we need an ad, bro. Send me an ad so that way I can play the ad on the show. Real talk. Real, we gotta get that going. But welcome to the State of the NBA. I think this is what I'm gonna title this. I like the hot sports takes, but I like State of the NBA better. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me get my music going. Welcome to State of the NBA, episode 1. I am one of the hosts, boy. Y'all like to call me JT. My students call me James. My grandma calls me handsome. I'm here with the founder of 40 Central. What do you want them to call you? You gotta have multiple, multiple like what is it? Personality.
I don't know who I am in this one yet.
You gotta figure that out. So like I said, my name is James. My friends call me JT. My students call me James. My grandma calls me Handsome. I'm your co-host. I am one of the hosts of State of the NBA. Here to give you some of the best NBA takes that you'll find around the world. So take the link, share it with somebody that you know, and let's get started.
Oh, you're only doing NBA?
Only doing NBA. Only doing NBA. Why, you wanted to talk football?
Of course.
I just like basketball better than football. I just feel like basketball is just a better sport than football, and it's more exciting.
Saying my Denver Broncos.
All right, well, I mean, we're here now, so I guess. Let's make it quick.
My Denver Broncos is gonna. Yeah, I've always been a Denver fan. I have.
Okay.
I've been a Denver fan and an Indianapolis fan. I was a Peyton Manning fan.
Okay. So were you a Denver fan before Peyton Manning got there?
No.
So you only a Denver fan
Yeah,
because
but I
Peyton
stayed.
Manning?
Yeah,
So you
I
just stayed. So you're no longer a Colts fan.
No, I'm a Colts fan too. I got like 2 fans.
In the same conference?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a conflict of interest?
I don't care who. If they win, they win. It's not like I'm a Laker fan. You know
But
what I mean?
that's like saying I'm a Lakers and a Clippers fan.
No,
That,
you
that
can never do
doesn't-
that. They can never do that.
That doesn't work out.
I'm,
How you Lakers, you
Who-
can't be
who
a
the-
Lakers and a Clippers fan. That's like,
both of my teams sucked for a couple of years now, so it didn't really matter to me.
yeah, but being a Lakers and a Clippers fan is
You
like,
can't be a Laker and a Clipper fan.
that's like saying I'm from Shalai and Dewey. Nah, you gotta pick a side. They're in the same conference. That's like,
Wait,
I don't know Chicago
that-
shit, but that's like saying like if I'm with O Block and
Oh.
whatever the ops are, I'm them too. Like that's that. They in the same conference.
They're not in the same conference.
Yes, they are. They both in the AFC.
Yeah, but one is the South, and the other one is the West.
But they still the same. Like they could still meet in the playoffs.
That's fun.
That sounds spooky to me. I can't be. Like, I could be a Blazers fan and a Celtics fan.
Cause they on.
Opposite ends of the spectrum. I could be a Knicks fan. Let me stop right there.
Yeah,
I could be a Nets fan. I
Don't
could
say
be
something that catch you jammed up.
I could be a Nets fan and I could be a Phoenix fan. I could be a Bucks fan. I could be a Lakers fan because those two teams could meet in the championship and that'll be good for me. But two of my teams meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals, if I'm a Philly and a Bucks fan, that's a conflict of interest to me.
Yeah.
I think you should reevaluate that. I don't think that's healthy.
And
Oh,
I used to be a Rams fan too.
Well, at least the Rams is on the other side of town.
I used to be a Rams fan.
So you was like a Marshall Falk fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marshall Falk was the truth.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I
the
remember playing with him in the video games, and then
yeah.
it was over from there.
Yeah, shout out to the greatest show on turf, man, Marshall Falk. If anybody ever played Madden and played a Marshall Falk, man, we appreciate you because that means you have probably real responsibilities now. So take those responsibilities and treat them with pride because if you play with Marshall Falk in any video game where he was actually in the NFL at the same time, you have some real responsibilities right now. Right? Whether it be kids, businesses, a job, you got some shit that you need to be taken care of. So I hope that you are taking care of all your responsibilities.
That
With
game
that
was
being said,
fire too.
which one?
The one that he was on the cover. Which one was he on the cover? Right?
I think that was 90.
I'm not gonna mess it up. I don't remember.
I want to say that's like 95. I want to say that. No, was it? Let me look it up. Let me see. Marshall Falk Madden cover. Was he on one of those? Oh, three. Damn, I was way off. I'm about to say it had to be the 2000s. Yeah, facts. Marshall Falk. Shout out to Marshall Falk, man. Let me see what we got. Who y'all think is taking a chip this year? Whoa, we got. Let's
Going in that fast?
Yeah. Let's slow down. Everybody, let's just slow down. We gonna get to that because I know that's big news, but it's still kind of early. The seeding to me matters in the NBA, as opposed to the NFL, because the NFL is like any given Sunday, and it doesn't really matter the seed. To me, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like in the NBA, seeding does matter because the powerhouses are so much different between the first and the eighth. So I kind of want to see where those are pretty much locked in.
And 10 at this point in time, because 10 could beat 8.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's stupid. I don't like that.
You know, and somebody brought up a great point. I think I was talking to Chris, and he said somebody needs to ask LeBron how he feels about the play-in tournament now. Because when it happened last year, he was, I don't like the play-in tournament, blah, 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 blah. He was pretty much against it. But now he pretty much needs it to survive and have a chance to get into the playoffs. So I'm waiting for a reporter to ask him that question. I think that's a valid question.
That is a valid question.
It's a really valid question.
Do you like it?
Do I like the play-in tournament?
Yeah.
No.
Me either.
I feel like that's like rewarding the first loser.
Rewarding 2 losers.
Nah, because it's 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whack.
Like,
That's whack. I'm 1,000% against that. Because it, like I said, it rewards the loser. So it's like I can have a subpar season, be 10th place, and then just have a good one game against a team that really earned it, and then now take their spot. That's whack. I don't like that. Adam Silver has to fix that. I think that they're going to get enough negative feedback to where they'll change it.
but a lot of people like it, though.
What I think they should do, if they're going to do that, then I feel like there needs to be an incentive for the first 2 seeds, right? So, like, if we're going to have a play-in tournament, kind of like what the NFL does, like, you know how, like, the first seed has a bye? Something like that, because it's like, why are the bottom teams getting rewarded and then the top teams are really not getting much of anything?
They have a bye, though.
How?
If you think about it, because when the play-in tournament is playing, they're not playing. They still waiting for seeding.
Yeah, but that's not really a bye because you still have the same time off that everybody else has. So it's like, I'm saying, like, let's say you have, matter of fact, instead of the play-in tournament being 1 game, let it be a 7-game series, and the first top 2 seeds have a bye. Something like that. Like, something's got to give, because giving these bottom tier teams a 1-game chance, I think that's unfair too.
Oh, it's 1 game if you 8, 7, and 8. It's 2 games if you're 9 and 10.
Even that's still less than 4.
Yeah.
Then they would have to. Then the 8th and 7th would have to win to advance. I just don't think that's fair to the 8th and 7th. I don't think that's fair to the 1st and 2nd. And I think that they should move some stuff around to figure that out, because I would rather the first 2 seeds figure out some way to get a bye, and then the bottom teams have to figure out, like, the rest. Because then that would make the team. So now you stop the whole, like, load management. Oh, I don't feel good. My hamstring is a little bit sore. It's like, no, like, seeding matters. If you want that first round off,
we got to play.
You got to play.
I like that idea.
You got to play. And I think that that'll help out a whole lot, because
So, like, the first, so you would have the playoffs.
You would have the playoffs.
Without the first 2 seeds.
Exactly. So the playoffs will start from.
They will start whatever team wins this, that, whatever, because it's on opposite sides, obviously. So one's gonna play 8, two's gonna play 7. So
Something
wins,
like that.
They still play whoever plays those 2 people. But so it will be 3 versus 8, 4 versus 7, 5 versus 6.
Let me see how I can make this make sense. If the first 2 seeds get a bye, then that means you have 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Then you would have 2 played.
3. 3 versus
10. Oh,
10.
yeah, 3 to 10. You would have 3 play 10.
4 play 9.
4, and like that. And then the winners of however the bracket would play, normally the lower seed would play the higher seed, so on and so forth. So if you have the first 2 teams have a bye, 3 through 10 play, 10 beats 3, then the winner of that one would play 1. If 9 beats 4, the winner of that would play 2.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. Something like that. So that way.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, so that way, if you're going to say they have to play the 8th and 7th, then give them a legit chance to win the series. Because 1 game elimination, that I could just have a cold game. If I'm John Morant, not even John Morant, because he's about to fucking make like 4th seed. If I'm Reggie Jackson and I'm sitting there, balling all year, earn the AC hard, playing hard every night, and then I have one bad game and I was over to the Pelicans. I don't think that's fair.
Nah, I like that.
I don't think that's fair, and I think that's what Adam Silver like. They gotta fix it because it's just I hate and this is what we're just doing with our kids in general. We're just rewarding them for shit that they don't deserve because of sympathy. But of course, like it's all about like NBA money and stuff like that. Is of course.
Yeah, but they will make way more money doing it the way that we just proposed.
True, but then now you have to also factor in how does that work with player health? Because now you asking them to play an extra series. Everybody else. Wait, no, because it would still be 3. Yeah, they would be playing an extra.
They probably playing no.
They would be. Because 2, 3 through 10, that would be their first round, which would normally be, without the playing tournament, would have been 1 through 8.
Right.
So then now I got to play round 1 and then round 2. So I'll probably make it like 4 rounds instead of I think 3, which I believe it is now.
Fuck it. They'll make a shitload of money.
Yeah, I think they should do that and then cut the playoff games. I mean, cut the season shorter. Everybody wins. Do that. Cut the season. Yeah, cut the season shorter.
Now you can't 7 8 games.
Yeah. Make the season a little bit shorter, and then extend the playoffs a little bit more. I think still makes it competitive. But now, if you're gonna be a team that sneaks in on that last seed, 10th or 9th, you gotta go. You gotta earn that. Like you gotta earn it. Like you can't just say like, all right, I got lucky today, but we're not the better team, and I get to advance and then play a 1 seed. No, you didn't earn that. You was like 25. You won 25, 23 games. You got hot once. My player got in. Like it could be anything. Like my player got injured, and then now you just like you get to the reward for that. No, hell no. I'd rather my player get injured as an 8th seed playing against a 1 seed, and where at least we had a chance to take off the best seed in the conference, as opposed.
I actually really like that.
I think they should do it. I'm gonna write a letter. Let me write that. Write a letter.
To the NBA?
Yep. I'm going to write a letter to the NBA. And that'll be my proposal. Write letter to
They need to give us our credit, though.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. Give me my credit. Or just let me go. Just give me like season tickets to my favorite team. And that'll be even.
Damn, but you got to drive all that shit? Season tickets.
Oh, just give me season tickets to the Nets.
Okay.
Yeah, we even. I wouldn't mind going to Brooklyn.
Or finals. I want finals tickets.
Only if LeBron's playing.
Nah,
I would only want that.
We're not playing.
I would only. I mean, I don't think it's all the way over. I think the Knicks. I think the Nets have a shot to do it.
What, to make it the playoffs?
I mean, the Lakers. I think the Lakers have a shot to do it. I think they have a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
I feel like
we got LeBron. We always have a puncher's chance.
Well, I don't even think it's about LeBron at this point. I think it's just about
AD needs to come back healthy.
Yeah.
Stop getting hurt.
Exactly.
And everybody on the bench needs to just pick their fucking game up. They playing like they. I don't know. They're not putting people in positions to score. They're not doing nothing. I like that Reeves kid though.
Is that the
white boy?
White boy. Yeah.
I like him.
Right. I like him. I think he's solid.
Yeah.
I think they got a lot to figure out. I think Frank Vogel is still using the excuse of we're trying to figure out our lineups.
I think he lost the team.
Yeah. I think he lost the team because he lost Russ. And a coach and point guard relationship is so important for the success of a team.
Russ is not the problem though.
That's the thing. He's not the problem. But now
LeBron is the problem.
No.
LeBron is a ball stopper.
What?
Russ needs the ball. Russ needs the ball in his hand, and he has to accelerate it, and he has to cut. He has to go to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Once LeBron gets the ball, Russ can't shoot.
Okay.
So once LeBron gets the ball stops. Now it's a play. Now we got to set a fucking play.
Mm-hmm.
Russ is, give me the ball. I got to take it to the rack. Let me get this layup or foul, whatever like that. He's not shooting. His percentages is not that bad. He still has very good percentages and all that shit, but it just he doesn't shoot. He can't shoot.
I think he might be the worst 3-point shooter in the NBA.
Today?
Yeah, of like the players who take like a certain amount of shots. Like I think whatever
his
the
shot
number
is
is.
off. His shot is off. I don't. Their rotation is bad, and they just blowing mine. I've never said this about them.
Yeah. When I was doing the breakdown, I was doing like some of the defensive breakdowns about the Knicks. I mean, I keep saying the Knicks. It's because I was just dealing with the Knicks for the school. I was doing the breakdown about the Lakers and their defensive issues. And the main thing that I saw was that the Lakers have no interior presence on defense at all.
They don't play no defense at all.
It's not even that they don't play defense. It's that they have no. It's like this. In today's NBA, it's easier to get to the basket now than probably ever before because the lanes are just wide open, being that all 1 through 5 can shoot.
And everybody's shooting threes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now with that, you have a team like the Lakers who, once they're stretched out, if LeBron is their 5, he doesn't have the athleticism or the length, to play 2 positions at once, right? So there's some clips where you can look at the Lakers, you'll see if LeBron's on the 3-point line, the paint is wide open. But then now if he steps into the block, you may be leaving the Steph Curry wide open. You don't want to do that. So now it's like, but if you have an Anthony Davis, he could stand in between and just do this. Yeah. And he's guarding 2 positions. And if I'm somebody who's gonna drive and I see Anthony Davis at the rim, I may think twice, or it may alter my shot just from me getting to the rim and seeing somebody who's 7 feet with a wingspan of probably like 7'6" is gonna alter my shot. It changes the entire scope of the defense.
Also, what changes it too is LeBron doesn't play defense on the best player.
He can't.
But we can't have Melo playing defense on the center. We can't do that. Like Melo was playing. Who the fuck they was playing the other day, and Melo was on the center. I'm like, why is Melo on the center? He can't. Melo can't do that.
He can't.
Like LeBron is playing center, but Melo is guarding the center. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense when you're asking LeBron to average 30.
Okay.
That's why you got to do it. It's the same shit that they do with Steph. Steph never guards the best player, but he's gonna put up 35 a night if you feel like it, because he needs energy for the other side. And I think that's the part where it's like, all right, LeBron.
We don't have a defender. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a
No, you don't.
lockup defender. Well, we got Avery Bradley, but he doesn't play.
No, he's horrible.
But he was a lockup defender before.
Mm-hmm.
We got Trevor Ariza. He doesn't play. He was a lockup defender before. They don't play him.
Mm-hmm.
But we got THT. He don't play no defense. He does sometimes.
He's young.
He's young. But what we got, like I said, I like that Reeves kid.
I didn't even check this. Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
We just had another one.
Yeah, we got it on that one.
Who else? Who was in our starting lineup?
Y'all got Russ, Braun.
Russ played no defense.
Does Melo start? I think.
Nah, he's coming
off the bench.
Melo
Russ
played defense when he
Braun, Monk, I think, starts.
And we're not even using Malik Monk. Yo, he was one of the best scorers on the team for like a 2-week span, and they don't even use him as well. Like it's dumb. They're making dumb moves. Like it doesn't make sense.
I agree. I think not only are they making dumb moves, they also, like Frank Vogel has been saying, they don't know they don't know if they want to play half court or if they want to play fast. They don't know if they want to be a defensive team or shoot first. Like they just have no. It's like, what is the staple? No pun intended. What is the staple of the Los Angeles Lakers basketball?
That was good though.
I tried.
That was good.
But like, what is their staple?
We don't know. We don't know. It's already more than half the season and we don't know.
Let me see.
But just to shoot some bail, everybody was injured. LeBron got injured for a while. AD's hurt for a while. Like Russ has been playing, but he can't do it by himself when nobody else balls out.
True, but then Russ, I feel like hasn't been playing up to par.
He's still averaging it's not as much as he's averaging in every other team. He's still averaging 17, 18 points a game. He's still averaging a couple of assists. He's still averaging rebounds and all that shit. He's not doing that bad. It just looks bad because we suck.
Not only that, and it's the Lakers.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
why. It's
everything.
more highlighted.
Every single point, every single rebound, every single miss,
every single shot that he hits the fucking side of the backboard, it looks bad because we're the Lakers.
Yep.
Not that the numbers are just right up there with everybody else's numbers.
Absolutely.
So it's just that.
But I think with Russell Westbrook, they have to figure out how to use him when LeBron is off the court. So I think,
yeah.
like when LeBron goes to the bench, it's just
Take over.
take it, pass. They don't know who to really go to, and it's like you said, if Russell Westbrook can't shoot, then it's like
just clog the paint. Clog the paint up, and he's not gonna. He's gonna go in and he's gonna turn the ball over every fucking time. He's a turnover king.
Yeah.
We knew this about Russ forever.
Absolutely.
He's erratic or whatever like that. We know that, but he's gonna play hard. So if he needs to get the rebound, take it from baseline to baseline, and just do what he do.
He does, but I feel like he can't because at this point it's like I think the mental stuff is starting to get to him.
Yeah. Did
like,
you see the interview?
Which one?
He had that he doesn't want like his family and everybody comes to the game anymore because they be calling him names.
Oh yeah. I saw that. That's what I was going to talk about too. I just feel like with that, like that starts to play into the mental aspect of it, and then now I think it's only going to hurt him. I don't think it's going to make him better. He'll probably play better, but I don't think it's going to make him better mentally. And I think it'll eventually you'll start to see the trickle down effect on how that affects a basketball player.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I think it's so messed up, and this is part of the game that is kind of weird because I see a lot of like old heads saying, "Oh, but they used to trash talk you crazy back in the day," which may be true, and I will never dispute that because I wasn't there, and I honestly believe it because the '90s was just different. Calling you F-bombs, N-bombs, LGBTQ offensive language, they was wilding back then. It was like the Wild Wild West. 2022 is different. It's different. And the things that are going on with Russell Westbrook are unacceptable, should not be tolerated. I feel like the fans who are uttering these things should be banned from the arena. Like, we're talking about people making death threats on his wife and children over basketball. It's never that deep. Ever that deep. And a part of me, a smidgen of me thinks that some of this might be tied into making gambling legal. I think it was already there, but I think now that gambling is legal, some people feel entitled to call people out of their name because they didn't get the outcome that they needed in order to win their bet. That's just, it's a half-court shot.
I can see where you're coming from.
I just think it's something to look into.
People was doing that shit anyway. We was
Oh
always
yeah,
gonna be betting.
yeah. People was definitely doing it, but now I think that
are doing it.
now the masses are doing it at the game. That's the difference.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I could be at the game. I could live bet you being over or under 10, or let's say 4 or 5 turnovers. I take the under. You throw the turnover right after I take the under.
Yeah, I get mad.
The fuck, bro? Like, I just took the.
Yeah, but also that also comes with like what we were talking about, like social media and shit like that. Like everything you put, like now they tagging him.
That
Russell
too.
Westbrook, you fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't give me this one rebound, and then
Yep.
they go off on him or whatever like that. And you don't, man, look at your phone. You're gonna be like, oh shit, notification. He looks at it. Don't mean he gotta respond, but he gonna see all that shit.
Yeah, and the part that Russ needs to understand is you can't fight everybody. I think from the way I'm seeing, from the body language that I'm getting from him, there was a point in time where if somebody said something to him, he probably would have slapped somebody. I could see it. I could see it by the way he's answering the questions. I could see it by the way he's interacting with fans that, like, there was a point in time before I was a millionaire, because remember, Russell Westbrook wasn't like this super well-known recruited player.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that. So there was this is all hypothetical. There was a point in time where if you tried Russ, he was gonna slap you, spit on you, say something to you. Like, you would have had to address him right there, face to face. Now it's like, I think he's in a space where it's like, the cause is bigger than my reaction.
Oh, he grew up, married, kids, older.
That too.
Shit changed.
Yeah.
A lot of shit changed, but yeah, shit changed.
Not only that, it's also he changed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, understanding the idea that I can cost my family millions for doing the right thing and defending them. Right? Like, if your job is to provide, a part of your job is to provide and protect, and you're in a situation to where you feel like you can protect your family by doing this since they've been threatened, but you can't because you know
You're in the public eye.
you're in a public eye. It's gonna take. You're gonna lose millions, even though you may only get fined a few thousands, 50,000, 100,000, but you're gonna lose millions.
Yeah, you might lose endorsements.
You're gonna lose endorsements, partnerships, all of that stuff because they're gonna look at you as the angry black man. And that right there is why the fans that are doing this level of heckling, which is not even heckling at this point, this is a straight threatening. The people who are doing the threatening,
I don't mind the heckling. I'm talking about the threatening.
yes. The heckling, that's part of the game.
Yeah.
People gonna say you suck. People gonna boo. People gonna say they don't like you. People gonna tell you to get out of town. But when you say lines of "I will do X to Y,"
That's where it crosses the line.
there's no conversation.
And I get why he even feels like that because his kid like hit this. Do you have the
Let me see if I can find the sound bite.
It's long though.
That's fine. We ain't gotta play the whole thing.
Oh, but he basically saying like his. I think it's his son or his daughter. Well, one of his
son.
Son, and he was like, "I'm a Westbrook. I'm a Westbrook." He's like this is my last name. I love my last name, or whatever like that. And then he's like, when people calling me Westbrick, and my son gotta hear that, it's like, I kind of get it. And you don't want the kids to be around all that stuff. Like my daughter told me this weekend, she was like, "Dad, if I get married, you know I'm keeping my last name, right?" I was like. You can do whatever you want. If you want to take the other person's last name, you don't know how you're gonna feel back in that time. But she was like, "Nah,
Yeah.
I'm never taking it." So I was like, "Okay." But that pride that his son has and like my daughter has, like that's something special. Yeah. So I see where he was coming from, and she said that after I heard this.
All right, let's see. This is the soundbite right here.
Your wife had a social media thread today that I think gave some open kind of a window to some of the extreme things that have happened to your family.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I think I can play it. Let me play it for y'all so y'all can see. Let's back up here. This angle's a bit better. So that way I can have a clear understanding. Let's see. Whoopsie.
Damn, I wish we had some water going.
Yeah, we need to buy that.
Pack of water, right?
Yeah, it'll stay cold down here too. All right, so yeah, his wife spoke out, and his wife said these things right here. Let me just open it. All right, so I'm gonna just cover. Oh, wait, no, let me put it on. Yeah, I'm gonna just cover myself so you can see. So these are the things right here that he was talking about. So, Nina Westbrook said, "As far as my husband goes, he is his own person. I don't need to defend him. I love and support him through all of the unwarranted hate and negativity that he receives. I speak up and share my experience and knowledge for those who do not have a voice." So his wife continues to defend and stand by her husband, Russell Westbrook.
Name and to protect their children.
Once it starts to affect my family, my wife, even today, my mom said something about it today, and it affects them even going to games.
His moms?
I don't even want to bring my kids to the game because I don't want them to hear people calling their dad nicknames and out of their names for no reason because he's playing the game that he loves. And it's gotten so bad where, my family don't even want to go to home games, to any game because of, not just the media across the globe use their platforms to constantly shame me. It's just super unfortunate, man. And it's super upsetting to me, and I'm at a point, to where I'm going to continue to address it. It's just unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
That's crazy.
Beyond the pale, and it's gone too far. Stephen A., your reaction to this entire situation?
But
let's
I
pause
do
that
want
right
to
there.
say this too, though. The media, the people, the media that covers the sports and all that shit, I don't really feel like they really have real opinions. like they all like the shit with AB. They just went around and say he was crazy. They ain't say nothing about everything else that came out.
Mm-hmm.
But they just because that's the storyline, they gotta just go with it and say what the fuck it is without getting any valid proof.
Yeah.
So I just feel like the media does that to players and people all the time.
I think so for like sports broadcasters, I think it's a little bit tough because they get such a bad rap for the reactions, but they are usually the ones that are reacting before everybody else. So it's like I think just to shoot them some bail, I feel like they get a bad rap sometimes for the reactions because there are sometimes emotions behind it. Like, for example, the NFL player who like made the bet and he lost 11 million even though he only bet like 1,500, right? People was going on there calling him names, saying he's dumb and what are you doing? That's stupid. But we don't know what that man is going through. It's easy to critique somebody just off of that action, but not understanding the why. But they're paid to go on air and give an opinion, so they gotta say something. And then they also have ratings that they have to look up to, and numbers that they have to reach, and benchmarks that they have to hit. So if they don't say the things that's gonna make people click and watch and tweet and share and debate and things like that, that's their job. Yeah. Bye, Stephen A. We're not giving you first take. We'll keep Skip Bayless. We don't need you here if the numbers don't make sense. This is all a numbers game.
That's true.
And that's why when people go to the sports broadcasting media, well, not sports, debate broadcasting media for sources of facts, I always look at it with like a skewed eye. And I've done it too. Like I've sent like, oh, Stephen A said this, so this must be a fact. Or, oh, Nick Wright said this, so this must be a fact. Unless the people or the personalities that you're following are giving you numbers and substance to make sense behind arguments and not just what Skip Bayless does, which is gives you emotions and feelings and things like that, don't follow them. Yeah. Don't follow them. Because now you're just adding on to not some of the things that Russell Westbrook is talking about, because he's talking about a whole separate thing, but just the idea that we can have these conversations and we're taking into account feelings over facts, where I think it should be facts over feelings. Even the debate yesterday that we had.
Which one?
About Jordan and LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we had to back out some numbers, both sides. Back down numbers. Oh, you said this, but boom, these numbers say that. Or you said this, but boom, these numbers say that. I had to change my perspective on a point, and my opponents had to change perspectives on plenty of points. That's just what I do. But the point that I'm making is that debate based off the facts. Debate facts, not feelings. Shout out to my guy Trig for putting me on to that. Facts over feelings. Princess said, I said the same thing and I'm not changing it. Whoever I marry, their name is getting added on. Okay. Okay. That's one woman's opinion. Happy Women History. No, not Women's. International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Who declared that? The
I don't
Pope?
know, but I'm not gonna lie to you. There were some good movies on today.
Like what?
I don't know. I watched Captain Marvel. I watched that over. I watched Tomb Raider. I watched
movies.
all women's movies, and then after that was like I didn't watch Wonder Woman though, but it was just like a just on TV marathon of just like strong women.
I think the best strong woman show that I've seen in a while, I would say Being Mary Jane. That was not even really good. That was a phenomenal show with a strong black woman lead in Gabrielle Union about the life of a reporter or someone who's trying to, she was a reporter in, I believe it was Atlanta, Georgia, if my memory serves me correctly. I watched it a couple years ago, and it was really, really good. Like, that was one of like the first times I've noticed that I watch a lot of shows with like male lead roles. I don't really watch a lot of shows with women lead roles. So when I watched that and it caught my interest, it hit me like, damn, like you don't even really watch shows like that with like female leads. I wonder why. But I'm gonna try to get into some more. That's gonna be one of my goals. I'm gonna watch a show this year. That's gonna be one of my New Year's resolutions. I love my last name and my dad, so it's here to stay. And my dad watches the pod, so y'all better talk nice. Tell him to comment. Yo, pops, if you're watching now, just comment so I know you're here. If not, then I'm gonna believe she's capping. And capping means not telling the truth. Not saying that you're a liar. Just
back out of that.
Yeah. We're gonna step back, Euro.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Share the link. Share the link to your kids. Help out. But yeah, happy International Women's Month. Let me give y'all a round of applause
It's
for
Women's
them.
Month or Women's Day?
Women's Day. I think it's Women's Month though. Was March, right?
I don't
Okay. Happy International Women's Day. I do think it is Women's Month, National Women's Month, or Women Awareness, something like that. I think it's something like that. With that being said, and connecting it back to basketball, on what's today? Tuesday. On Thursday, at the school, we're going to have Madison Square Garden come talk to our kids, and there's going to be a panel. That panel will consist of 5 women who work at Madison Square Garden. So let's give a round of applause for that.
That just work there?
Yeah, so they are like...
It could be anything, like a concession stand worker?
No. These are like people who help
higher-ups.
the show. Yeah,
Okay.
The show was running because of the things that they're doing.
Everybody in the back.
Yeah,
That you don't see.
exactly. So these are the people that we want to expose our children to, and we got MSG coming in. I'm running the point on that, so I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna be the moderator for the panel, so that should be interesting, just to see how I do with that.
Is it supposed to be during school hours or?
Yeah, it's gonna be during school, so it's gonna be like 4th period or something like that, like early, like 10 a.m. But I'm gonna be moderating that, asking questions, reading the room, making sure everybody's voices are being heard. A part of me feels like a woman should be the moderator. I'm gonna bring it up tomorrow, but who knows? We'll see.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's cool to, in this school, how much we expose the kids to.
I like what y'all do, man.
We try, man.
I do a lot of shit that no other school's doing.
You know what's crazy? Because
I'm assuming
Mhm.
because I only know what y'all
Yeah.
do. I'm not in every other school. So,
Of course.
but like I can see a lot that y'all doing for these kids and everything like that, and it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah, and we got a whole lot coming. And the scariest part about like this whole teaching thing, especially in this particular instance, which is so unique, it can be frustrating when you feel like there's so much that we're just trying to give them that they're not gonna realize it until it's too late. They're not gonna realize it until like, damn, like I had a shot to do this, and all I had to do was that, but I chose to do this.
Is there only one grade in your school?
It's only one grade.
Oh, okay.
So everything that's being poured into this building is towards them, right? So now, when we have a 9th, 10th, and 11th in that school, and we have visitors, not everybody's going to be able to see them. Now it's not going to be like that. Our school's not big enough to fit 3 grades into the auditorium. Well, we don't even have an auditorium. We have a gym. So it's going to be impossible to do that. So now it's like, that's why I want them to take advantage of, if there's a club, if there's a team, if there's
once there's 1,000 more kids in this school,
it's over. It's over.
Spots are gonna be limited.
Oh, even next year with the team, I'll be telling kids now, like, yo, what makes you think you're gonna be on the team next year just because you was on it this year? We're gonna have a whole new group of kids and kids that are coming here strictly for basketball. Got to keep your game up. But kids are gonna be kids and they're not gonna listen and they're gonna learn from experience. You gotta let them fall, scrape their knee, bang their head, all that stuff, break an ankle. They gotta go through all that stuff to realize, like, okay, somebody was trying to give me some real game. But man, I love the concept of, I just love basketball, man. I love basketball. I love the game. And I'm trying to get back into the love of that game. I think I lost it for a while.
Yeah, me too. I think that once it's starting to get nice, dropped Cole off at school, go right to the track and start running again, getting back in shape.
Yeah.
Like chilling out with a lot more other shit too.
Yeah.
Working and all that, man. Because I feel like I miss doing something like that.
Yeah, I was talking to Ross, and he was telling me about a league he plays in Basketball City, and I was like, "Yo, like, let's put a team in. Let's put a team in. You get 2 people. We'll get the Brodies, and at least just do something for fun.
Yeah,
like
I'm with it.
Yeah, we don't have to go to another state and party and all that stuff. That fun. Nah, we could just play in a tournament. That would be fun.
Yeah.
The last tournament we played in, we had fun, even though we didn't win, but we had fun.
What tournament y'all played in?
In the center.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we played in the center. We made it all the way to the semis, and we lost. But we had fun.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Shout out to the Ginge. My mic sounds low. Give me a second. Could have just put that in the chat. But I appreciate it.
He probably did, but we just didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, he said, nah, he ain't put it in the chat. All right, hold on. Mic check, 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 mic check. How I sound now? I'm good? I'm good? Yo, Kanye, turn my mic up. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you have like a little 2 lines saying that you would just say right now if you had the chance.
If I was in the booth?
Yeah, like you have like a little. You have a little.
I don't, but I'm gonna write one. I'm gonna just write a good 8 bars that had niggas like, oh. Shit.
Yeah,
okay.
just back that out whenever you be like, whenever they put a beat on.
Yeah. Whenever you know what's crazy? I told, we ain't even gotta get, that's for 40 Central podcast. We on State of the Union. State of the NBA. I'm all over the place.
Taking WNBA too?
I don't know enough about WNBA, but I'm glad that you brought that up because a good topic that was going on with the WNBA was Brittany Griner.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
So we could talk about that. Brittany Griner, I think, was sentenced. Let me not say I think.
I don't think she was sentenced.
Or she's facing 10 to 15 years in Russia.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Let me see, Russia. Brittany Griner. Sorry. Damn, they got her mugshot up and all that.
Yeah.
So, let me share this with the people. So that way y'all can see. Because I don't want to leave y'all hanging. So I'll pull that up. But basically, she was looked at or arrested because of this. Why does that do that?
Wow, we're crunching tons of polygons here.
What's going on? Where's Regina?
I don't know what that is.
I'm LaDonna. I invest in Invesco QQQ.
Oh, Lord.
A fund that gives
How does that?
I don't know.
Innovations like real-time CGI.
Okay.
Yeah, it's don't worry.
All right.
I got it.
Okay.
What the hell?
With Invesco QQQ. Before investing, carefully
That's scary.
investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and more in the prospectus at Invesco.com.
Yo. I don't know what that was, but
what? It's still on the screen.
Is that what it is? No, but it's not. All right. Sorry about that. We're trying to fix it. There we go. All right.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. But let's see if I can pull it up. I just want to make sure we got the facts good. Still not doing what it needs to do. No thanks. Brittany Griner. Whatever. So basically, here we go. All right, I'm not that bad.
We learning.
Yeah, we learning. This whole OBS thing is new, so we're learning as we go. All right. So, Russian TV releases first photo of Brittany Griner after arrest. And now it's not scrolling. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Technical difficulties.
Thanks a lot, you scumbags.
Right when we're talking about women.
I know, right? It's crazy. All right, well, whatever. We'll take it off. I'll just read it. Embiid better? Oh, God. Who is that? I'm about to kick you out. Embiid's better than who, bro? All right, with that being said, we talking about Brittany Griner. Griner, Russia. All right, so according to Fox News, Brittany Griner's arrest photo surfaces days after detention report. Brittany Griner, the WNBA superstar who was detained in Russia last month, was pictured on Russia state TV over the weekend as reports of her arrest started to surface. The alleged booking photo was the first picture released from Russia after the Phoenix Mercury Center's February arrest was first reported over the weekend. It surfaced Tuesday. Griner's arrest was first reported over the weekend by the New York Post. She was arrested at a Moscow airport after Russian authorities said a search of her luggage revealed she had vape cartridges, which were said to contain oil derived from cannabis. Griner could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Sunday the U.S. would provide any assistance to an American being held on foreign soil. Quote, "There's only so much I can say given the privacy considerations at this point. Whenever an American is detained anywhere in the world, we of course stand ready to provide every possible assistance, and that includes in Russia," Blinken said. "We have an embassy team that's working on the cases of other Americans who are detained in Russia. We're doing everything we can to see to it that their rights are upheld and respected." While Griner has spent her summers playing for the Mercury since she left Baylor, she spent her last 7 winters in Russia, where she earns more than $1 million per season.
Oh, she plays there.
I guess during the winters, yeah.
Oh.
She earns more than $1 million per season. The figure is more than quadruple her WNBA salary.
What?
She last played for her Russian team UMMC Ekaterinburg on January 29th before the league took a 2-week break in early February for the FIBA World Cup qualifying tournament.
Damn.
End of story. Man. I don't know where to begin with this.
Yeah.
It's sad. I'm sorry Brittany's going through this. I gotta take my glasses off.
Uh-oh.
All right. So here's the thing, right? Brittany Griner is an American. Flat out. Citizen, has everything that she needs. Superstar WNBA player. She made a mistake. Made a mistake that, let me not even say it, what I was going to say. It's just a mistake. And because of that mistake, she should be granted freedom. It's not like she was doing something to harm somebody else. It's not like she was transporting drugs from Russia to the United States.
Was she coming back?
Yeah, she was getting on. It sounded like she was getting on a plane to come back to the U.S.
She was taking oils, though. That's illegal.
It says she had vape cartridges, which were said to contain oil derived from cannabis.
Yeah, the oils, the pen oils.
All right, but I'm saying it's no way it was so much that in order for you to repay society, you have to give up 10 years of your life. I understand that Russia and the U.S. are 2 completely different places. I emphatically understand that. But my point is that let us handle it. Let us handle it. You got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. You detaining Brittany Griner for that is not going to move your society or culture forward. So you should let her come home and let us handle it the way it would be handled in America. Now, I don't know the laws or the rules, the federal laws behind it. I don't think it would be 10 years, but I think she would at least have a fighting chance.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's like they're not gonna give her a fighting chance over there because everything that's going on.
They're not. They're not going to give her a fighting chance. And it's like it saddens me because I hope that they don't use her as a political pawn.
Mm-hmm.
But it's possible because tensions are high between the U.S. and Russia.
Does Biden get out?
I'm not confident in it.
Yeah, me neither.
But I'm not going to say no. I hope the Secretary of State can do it.
So this is my thing now, right?
Go
I
ahead.
played basketball for y'all. Russia pays me. I play for y'all team. You go back and play?
Not after this experience, no. But I hope that this reminds everybody that no matter how much they pay you, it's always their country first. They don't give a fuck about you. As much as hey, come to Russia. We love you. We're going to buy you this. We're going to pay you quadruple your salary. The moment you fuck up, they don't care about none of that. They don't care about none of that. Because I don't know for a fact. I will assume that there were other people who probably done the same exact thing.
They didn't get as much time like that.
Not as much time. Publicity, of course, because they're not celebrities, but not as much time. The punishment wasn't as severe. Nothing. And it makes me want to look up. This should be a class, like international sports, how our athletes are treated in other countries, especially when they get in trouble. I think that would be a phenomenal class to learn about because a lot of people say they want to play overseas until they get caught overseas doing some shit. And it's not what you think it is because you think that the American law is the world law. She probably thought, oh, it's just a little vape cart. Ain't nothing. And she probably been doing that in Russia for years and nobody told her like, yo.
Don't do that.
Shit is real out here. Drugs is a different and it's like that in other countries.
Yeah,
other countries, they might have killed them.
Yeah.
Some countries, they will kill you for taking drugs. There's documentaries and there's Netflix specials about all that shit. You go watch it. But for a lot of these young players that say, oh, I want to play overseas and I want to go to Europe or I'll go to Czechoslovakia or I'll go to China or I'll go over here, you better study up on that law. You better know where you going. Yeah, you made $1 million, but how much is that worth over here? I don't know. It says in that news report that it was quadruple her salary, but we don't know that. We don't know how much $1 million in Russia is worth.
First of all, if that's true, she's severely underpaid.
Oh, like underpaid is an understatement.
Like that, severely underpaid. That's crazy. You said triple her salary, so that means she's
quadruple.
Quadruple?
The article said quadruple.
So technically, she's only making $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
To be a champion.
And that's a lot in the WNBA.
That's crazy.
That might be top of the line.
That might be.
That might be top of the line.
That's wild.
But
then you understand why I'll go to Russia to play basketball too.
Oh, I completely understand. Like I'm not saying she's to blame. Of course, having the drugs on you, you got caught. That is a crime. Period. But now does the punishment match the crime?
Nah, I just think that when they see these high profile people and these celebrities, and because the tension's so high, they're just gonna try to make an example out of it. And I think what you said is true, but it's gonna become like some type of political ploy for her.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be drug out like that.
Of course, because if I'm Russia and I already have the world watching everything that I'm doing right now. Anything I say, anything I do, especially if you're a Russian political leader, is headline news. So now if you want to continue to exert your power to the rest of the world, it's like, yo, I got this American and they're never getting her back. Straight up. We don't care what you say. We don't care what you say. We don't care what Sleepy says. We don't care what Pelosi says. We don't even care if Trump tweets something to say, oh, well, y'all banned him, so he can't even do that. So we don't even care if Trump calls us and says, yo, let her come home. Nah, we're not doing that. We're going to show the world that we're better than y'all. And again, we think that shit don't work or it doesn't have an effect on us. International politics matters. Especially because I hear so many kids say, I'm going to go overseas. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. But it ain't I just come home whenever I want to. You can't even adapt to living in Jersey. You'll go to Jersey for 3 weeks and like, I'm ready to come home.
Imagine going somewhere you don't know the language.
You don't know the language. You don't know the people. You have one coach that you probably never met before that just knows a guy.
Broken English.
Speaks broken English. You on a team where they see a tall black kid. They thinking, oh, he could dunk, windmill. It's up. We're going to exploit this kid, do whatever we got to do to get the most out of him. And we're probably going to underpay him. And with that being said, you have to understand that going overseas is a huge risk. Huge risk. Because now imagine, perfect example. Imagine you would have got an offer. Imagine you would have got an offer that was the most money you ever seen in your life, right? But it was in Ukraine. It was in Ukraine. And you had no idea what was going on in Ukraine right now. You be in the middle of a fucking war zone. You be in the middle of a war zone. Right now, you're in the middle of a war zone in Ukraine if you don't know what you're doing and paying attention to what's going on around the world. Or better yet, what if you was in Russia? We don't know if Ukraine got nuclear weapons. It could get nasty over there, too.
That's wild.
It could get real nasty, but, you know, I wish Brittany the best. Nothing but positive wishes for her. She's been carrying the WNBA for years now and is a Hall of Famer, All-Star.
Right?
Huh?
She's the first one to dunk.
No.
No, it was Lisa Leslie.
Lisa. I think she was the second. Yeah. Probably the second. But yeah, like she is a staple for just basketball, not even women's basketball, just basketball. Bring her home, man. We shouldn't even be talking about this for a vape cart. You don't hold it for 10 years for a vape cart?
Wonder how much she had then. That's another thing.
I feel like if it was a lot, that would have been reported. If it was
it could have been like 1 or 2 and they got her for 10 years. That's crazy.
That's insane. But there's people on dope right now in your country. People doped out.
They got free needles that they give out over here and shit now.
Over here, that's a whole nother. We have a whole different drug problem over here. But over there, that's not. I'm so sad that she's going through that because I can't even picture. You're about to board a plane. You have a measly vape cart in your bag or vape carts. Let's just say you have 5, whatever, because you about to travel. You got 5. You about to go home. You about to see your family. You send out the text, "Hey, love you. I'm about to get on the plane." Blah 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 blah. They just tap you.
Well, we gotta check that bag.
We have to have a conversation with you. You don't even understand what they're saying because you don't speak Russian. So they whatever. They give you the hand signal.
Probably yelling too.
Yeah, and then they just be mad fucking aggressive for no reason. I was about to.
I was gonna do it too.
I'm not. They have an aggressive tone, almost like Jamaicans, like just have like an aggressive tone for like the simplest of shit. They call her over, and they step into the room, put the bag on the table, ask her, "What is this?" She's probably unaware, says what it is. Boom, arrested, charged, face all over the front page. I'm praying she gets special treatment in there because maybe she's a star, being that she was getting paid $1 million to play basketball over there. So maybe they won't have her with a bunch of the other potentially dangerous inmates.
Stressed.
It's because it's stressful. You about to come home to your family and now you about to face 10 years?
So obviously it's not, but like if weed is type legal over there or some type of weed is legal. I don't know because I know weed's legal here. But I know that in the air, you're not supposed to be flying with that to places where it's not legal.
Say that one more time, I'm sorry.
Like you can't fly if it's legal in New York and it's not legal in Atlanta. You can't fly to Atlanta with weed.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if it was legal there or she was going somewhere where it was legal, where she was going to land at, and it would have been okay.
I don't think it makes a difference because from the way it sounds, I don't think it's legal for them to have in that country.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they're like, we don't do this shit here at all. So you get caught. And again, like I said, like some countries have like stiffer penalties than that.
Yeah.
You'll get 20 years. You'll get the death penalty, like for drugs. Knowing drugs are killing or only harming mostly the people who are in lower income. But that's a whole nother conversation. But Brittany, I wish you the best. If there's anything that we can do on our end, we'll continue to advocate for you. There's a video too. I'll probably explain it a little bit better. See the vid. Maybe not. Okay. Everything has to have an ad.
Yeah.
Can I get an ad on? Can we get an ad on 40 Central?
They do have ads.
On our
I heard we had ads. Word? Yeah, but we don't get paid for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can't. It's not saying anything.
All right, well, whatever. Oh, that's what was playing. That was the same.
Oh,
yeah, it was that. Yeah, you definitely getting X'd out.
Where the fuck did that? We didn't even see that.
I don't know. We're learning as we go. Shout out to everybody that's in here. We appreciate y'all. Trying something different. If you have the link, take the link, post it on your social media pages. Let's get some people in here. We're about to start talking a little bit more basketball. Let's see. All right. Gotta use the bathroom. Play some.
Let me see what you got in the docket.
Got you.
We're gonna play something. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Gonna play a quick record. Take a break. I need a mouse. That's what I need.
To connect to that?
Yeah, because it's easier to navigate everything with a mouse.
Ooh, yeah. It's 7:30. Feels like it's late.
Yeah.
Right? Today just feel like it's dragging.
Mm-hmm.
I just want some different shit. 2 trays like I'm Scottie Pippen it. Hookah, but I'm about to throw some piff in it. And I be on some different shit. Talking, but my niggas really living it. Shotty like a pistol with the grip on it. I just want some different shit. A bitch that ain't scared to stuff a brick in it. Same niggas with me, I ain't switching it. And I be on some different shit. Point me out the target and I'm hitting it. Long nose like I'm Scottie Pippen it. I be on some different shit. Yeah, I just want some different shit. Blue steel, niggas think I'm crippin' it. Life is like a lesson, you decide on what you get from it. Counting up my blessings, cause the way I'm out here living it. Nigga, I'm just different. Vibes for the night, I'm about to call Zay. And meet some biddies in the city
down
up on
on
Broadway.
Broadway.
It's about to be a long day. If something happen, tell a shooter, get the clapping like a captain, how I call plays. Everybody rap now, swear this shit be killing me. I just love the music, give a fuck if you ain't feeling me. About to do you a favor and take you out your misery. Bad little bitch with me, higher than the pigeons be. I can read you off a conversation in your tendencies. Nigga, I'm too real to ever make it in this industry. Yeah, I be on some different shit. Whole lot of sauce, then I'm dripping it. I just want some different shit. 2 trays like I'm Scottie Pippen it. Hookah, but I'm about to throw some piff in it. And I be on some different shit. Talking, but my niggas really living it. Shotty like a pistol with the grip on it. I just want some different shit. A bitch that ain't scared to stuff a brick in it. Same niggas with me, I ain't switching it. And I be on some different shit. Point me out the target and I'm hitting it. Long nose like I'm Scottie Pippen it. I be on some different shit.
Nigga, your bitch know what the difference is. When she see it dawn, get promiscuous. Real rap, nigga, ain't no gimmick shit. Ran out of space in the safe, the money limitless. I'm in the streets vigilant. Niggas move militant, always killing shit. Bullets ain't limited, that fuck shit prohibited. I wear the Nike Tech like it's designer. Take a quarter brick and make her big as Madonna. I be on some different shit. Long nose on some Owen Wilson shit. Put your street smarts on the bench and shit.
But it's
With
cold
my
at
red
the same
bone,
time,
Perry
like-
Hilson bitch. Getting head, Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton shit. I just want some different shit. 2 trays like I went for seconds, nigga. Counting up my bands and of my blessings, nigga. Took a few L's, I learned my lesson, nigga. You ain't real, you niggas paying for protection,
want
nigga.
some different shit. 2 trays like I'm Scottie Pippen it. Hookah, but I'm about to throw some piff in it. And I be on some different shit. You talking, but my niggas really living it. Shotty like a pistol with the grip on it. I just want some different shit. A bitch that ain't scared to stuff a brick in it. Same niggas with me, I ain't switching it. And I be on some different shit. Point me out the target and I'm hitting it. Long nose like I'm Scottie Pippen it. I be on some different shit.
Different shit.
Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. I know it's a weird time. We're usually on late. We're trying something different today.
Let me out. Yo, let me out. Let me out, though.
Oh, this is old.
Got this Henny in my styrofoam. Eating sea bass, cheeks out on from Molly Gomes. You hating while I'm shitting on these mighty goons. Never ask for shit, I grind, we in this world alone. Smoking loud, they telling me to watch my tone. Bullets blaze, homie tried to duck and that shit hit his
Play that
dome.
Homecoming.
That's your luck, your money slowed up.
That's how we can play.
There's no way they gon' do us like the Cold Crush. We brothers from the Bronx.
Bellini's. Can't find it. I think it's one word, that's why.
His name is one word, I think.
Yeah. Dunny Ways, Key Denies. About to dip.
My little bitch, she be wildin', she shaking ass till she treasure. She come my way, took her back to the 40 and got her face tatted on camera. She know I'm packing, baby, what's happening? Ooh, yeah. I'ma get back at you, diamonds got attitude. I got a splash if you ain't running, but my day coming, oh, they gon' be mad at you. I had too much to drink, fucking take another shot. Hey, I'm living what you think. Pull up on the scene, flashing on me. Looking like money, cash, shoes, everything. I ain't tryna flex, baby, that's just me. Till them niggas catch up, I just take the lead. Pocket full of money on fire, looking clean. How many shit colors that fit away? I'm on the collar with freaks, not for the small talk. I got that money, well, can't take a day off. No, they don't ball enough, cause they gon' play it soft. I gotta stay strong until my day comes.
Like
right now, but shout out my day one. Let a nigga say something, yeah, we gon' spray some. Major blockation, up the ass scratches. No, we don't say none. We in a diamond, yeah, we celebrate them.
It is, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know they be hating. Oh, yeah. Ever see a nigga catch facelift? 100 round drum, only running out of patience. Hit the club up with my bitch, she ain't basic. Take a block, and I know she gon' spaceship. Told my little bitch, meet me by the boat. Clap her ass down like some dominoes. Got a flight at 6, it's time to go. I'm from New York where them choppers blow. Come fly with me somewhere tropical. Made a few bins up a couple shows. Let it again, cause it's how it go. If you ain't know, then ain't my little bitch, she be wildin', she shaking ass till she treasure. She come my way, took her back to the 40 and got her face tatted on camera. She know I'm packing, baby, what's happening? Ooh, yeah. I'ma get back at you, diamonds got attitude. I got a splash if you ain't running, but my day coming, oh, they gon' be mad at you. I had too much to drink, fucking take another shot. Yeah, I'm living what you think. Pull up on the scene, cameras flashing on me. Looking like money, cash, shoes, everything. I ain't tryna flex, baby, that's just me. Till them niggas catch up, I just took the lead. Pocket full of money on fire, looking clean. I'm in these shit collars that fit away. I'm on the collar with freaks.
What?
Just an hour of videos. Just us talking. You don't got to do that. You know what I mean? Got the green screen. We have enough people, and then tell people to start sending us their music.
Do a top 10 countdown.
Baby, let's go. Let's hit the coast.
So we have to start being like more.
That's my girl, yeah.
I mean, we already got.
Be blingin' for sure. Don't mean to be rude.
I can do that.
But I don't wanna bomb. I wanna take you home and lay you in my arm. Try to keep it quiet, cause the neighbors just got home.
Woo!
But that's alright. You can still try to boat. She putting on the show. Sometimes she be doing the most. Saint Laurent for the clothes. She a baddie, she know. I've been waiting for you all this time. I've been thinking about
Wait, we still waiting for that Dunny Ways interview.
Yeah. That's the point.
all this time. I've been thinking about you all this time. Can't be without you, sleep without you. Can't be without you, sleep without you. Can't be without you, sleep without you.
Hey.
Can't be without you, sleep without you. Can't be without you, sleep without you. Can't be without you, sleep without you.
Pull it up.
I never saw that.
Me neither. I'm trying to find this page though. Oh, here it is. That's not been. That's subscribed. Let's keep doing it. That's so
My little bitch, she be wildin', she
Yeah,
shaking
see,
ass,
it's
this a
reverse.
treasure. She come my way, took her back to the 40. I got her face tatted on camera. She know I'm packing, baby, what's happening? Ooh, yeah. I might get back at you, diamonds got attitude. I got a splash if you ain't running, but my day coming, oh, they gon' be mad at you. I had too much to drink, fucking take another shot. Hey, I'm living what you think. Pull up on the scene, here is flashing on me. Looking like money, cash, shoes, everything. I ain't tryna flex, baby, that's just me. Tell them niggas catch up, I just took the lead. Pocket full of money, on fire, looking clean. I'm in these shit colors, there for the week. I'm in the condo with freaks, not for the small talk. I got that money, well, can't take a day off, no, they don't ball enough. Cause they gon' play it tough, I got that stage.
Shout out to my dude Dunny Ways, man. Dunny Ways. We still gotta make that interview happen. But yeah, I don't know if you heard us talking off camera, but I think we got some more content that could be coming on the way. We are going to have Hot Sports Takes podcast coming back. I spoke with Chris and Ross. They are willing to bring the show back. So that may be coming back this Sunday. Maybe. What else? Patreon. Let me pull up the Patreon page. If I can find it.
We are back on Spotify.
Yes, we are on. I can actually tell you all of the platforms we're on right now. We are currently on a bunch of shit. So you can hear us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Radio Public. We are distributing all of our episodes audio files. So that way, if you want to like go to the gym, if you want to go walk your dog, if you are on the way to your job and you just want to listen, but because we know how YouTube is when you want to listen and then you got to check another app or get a message. It sucks like when you got to do that. So in order to avoid all of that, just listen on to the audio on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon, YouTube if you're going to pay for it. Google Podcasts, and Radio Public. Just ask Alexa, say, Alexa, play me 40 Central Podcast on Amazon Music, and we should be popping up. Anybody who does that and shoots a video and sends it to us, we'll get some free merch.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. So yes, that's for the audio files. Let me share.
This is the first time and last time we're gonna share y'all because we're gonna see y'all can't see how much money we're gonna have to be making.
That's true too.
So,
That's true too. That's a really, really good point.
Yeah, I seen the dollar signs right there. It's like, let me. Oh, and if you're a content creator, if you're a rapper, if you've been here, we might have some more content coming up, and we need videos and music and videos. Send it to us.
I'm trying to get the share up. All right, this is as best as it's gonna get. Of course not. Let's add the browser source. All right, yeah, this ain't really for y'all in the moment. We just gonna take this and put this on Instagram so that way you have a better understanding. All right, so if you see here, so I don't understand why the camera's flipped like that. Yeah, you can't really see it. I gotta figure that out. But yeah, so we have a Patreon page where we're gonna be putting up exclusive content. There are going to be different prices in which you can choose from. We have a $5 package. We have a $15 package. I gotta get my advertising game up. This is bad. My membership tiers. Okay, here we go. All right, so on our Patreon page, you can go to patreon.com/40central, and our lovely faces will pop up. With this, you'll be able to get exclusive content for your membership. There are 3 different memberships that you can choose from. You have the $5 package, which is called the Shot O'Clock package, where you get 1 bonus video and ad-free content. You get access to the 40 Central Patreon only community on Telegram, so you'll be able to join our Telegram group. And this is a little $5 a month. Y'all spend $5 on nothing. Y'all go to the store, buy your coffee, buy your bagel. That's more than $5. You'll go to the store, buy your chips and soda. That's more than $5. You'll go to the pizza shop, get 2 slices of pizza. That's more than $5. So if you can do $5 on stuff that's gonna kill you, you can do $5 and help us out and help our community grow. So that's a Shot O'Clock package.
The Telegram is basically an app where if y'all don't know what it is, but y'all could directly talk to us.
Yes.
You could give us feedback, or you wanna say something on the show, or you want a topic that you want to talk about. Like, it would directly come to all of us that's on the panel, and that's gonna be more for us to engage with you guys, just for the $5 package. I mean, everything is gonna get that.
Yes.
We just let you know what the Telegram is.
Yeah. So with that being said, make sure you join for the $5 a month. Again, it's only $5 a month. Netflix don't even cost that much. So, well, no, Netflix is actually 5 times or 3 times that price. So if you can get Netflix, you can get us for only $5 a month. So also, next package is the Buffalo package. So if you've been rocking with us and you've caught some people in Buffalo, you know what we're talking about. So for the $10 a month, you get 2 bonus videos. 2 bonus videos. So it could be educational videos from me. It could be real estate videos from Justin. It could be workout videos from Warren. It could be new daddy vibe videos from Zay. You never know what you're going to get. It could be some a book breakdown by Corey. It could be some political content from Kev. You got so much new content that we are in the works of creating that you will be able to have access to at least 2 of those bonus videos for the Buffalo package. You'll also be able to get a merch discount. So if you are a supporter of the show, you'll be able to get merch at a discounted price, and you'll also get any backstage items that we have. We have some backstage items here if you come to the show. Some merch is here. We can definitely give you a backstage item. And of course, ad-free content, and you'll be able to get the Telegram. So that's the Buffalo package if you're really rocking with us. Now, this package here, if you pay the $25 a month package, listen here. I know it may sound a little fuzzy, but it's only $25. Like I said, we give $25 to the liquor man. We give $25 to the weed man. We give $25 to the ice cream man. And during the summer, we give $25 to our Ubers. So don't think of it as like, damn, I got to really give them $25. Just think of it as if you're supporting a dream. You're supporting a vision. You're supporting a story. You're supporting a group of individuals who are doing something for your community, for our community, for the culture. That's what your $25 is doing. And if you're willing to do that, you will then be part of our show. What that means is when we have a poll about how we should do X, Y, and Z for where the company is going to move forward, you have a say-so in that. You are now considered a chairman or chairwoman of our show. So, for example, if we are deciding to switch studios and we have to pick between A and B, you will have a vote on which one we go to. You'll get all the facts behind it. You'll be able to listen in on any meetings that we're having in pertaining to that particular topic, and you'll have a vote. That is a huge deal because you are now pushing our show forward. You will be, again, a chairman or chairwoman. You will also be able to get backstage content. After shows, we do a lot of wild stuff backstage. We used to put it up on Instagram. We stopped doing that. We're going to start bringing that back. That backstage content is beautiful because it's all unscripted. We're all, for lack of better words, drunk, having fun, having real discussions, and that content is golden. So you'll be able to have access to that backstage content. You'll still get the merch discount. And once we start our documentary series, you'll have access to that, right? So now when we start following some of these artists, or we start following some of these singers, these rappers, these singers, these motivators, these teachers, these doctors, these lawyers, anybody who's willing to come on our show to help and be a guest, they will have the opportunity to do a docuseries about the day in the life of, where we're going to follow you for a day, get a bunch of dope content, B-roll content, sit down for a one-on-one interview to really get the gist, or not even the gist, a deep level understanding of what that person does. So let's say, boom, you got an artist from your community, right? The top artist from your community. We're not going to use an example. Top artist in your community. Yo, you never really sat down and spoke to somebody about your music, about what you really do. You contact 40 Central. We'll give you a nice deal, right? Because you contacting us, right? You bringing us the artist. So we'll give you a nice deal. We'll go with the artist, follow that artist for a day, get some dope content, find out what they do at night, in the morning, during the day, in the studio, get probably some content from some of their loved ones and their family, and put together a little documentary about what they're doing. And then boom, you got that up there on our Patreon. Everybody eats. You get the documentary, you can share that. We get the documentary, they pay for that, and everybody wins. So with that that little $25 package, look how much of an impact you are having on our show. Now I understand, if you could only do the $5, I get it.
Thank you.
Times are hard. We appreciate every single dollar, right? If you could do the $10, we appreciate that, every single dollar. And if you could do that $25 package, that'll be greatly appreciated, every single dollar. But now we've done a lot of content, and we will continue to do a lot of content for free. That'll be the live stream. That'll be kind of like what we're doing here. You'll get the Hot Sports Takes podcast. You'll get my podcast, which I'm going to be doing this now for basketball. State of the NBA. This is going to be my new thing. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. But again, the Patreon. This is going to take us to the next level. Patreon.com. P-A-T.
I think you get the app. You get the
yeah,
app
just
on your
get
phone.
the app.
Get the app on your phone.
Patreon.com. patreon.com, or just go to the App Store or Google Store and download the Patreon app. So that way you can help us build our dream of being the #1 podcast in New York City. And there's no reason why we can't do it. We are working endless hours. We're tired. We're putting everything that we can for you all. And the love that we've been getting back is insane, which is way more than I thought we were ever going to get. Just being real.
That's a fact.
It's been way more than I thought we was ever going to get. But now we're here, right? Let's continue to build that momentum. But we can't do that with just us. We need your support. We need your help. We need your likes. We need your shares. We need your retweets. We need you telling your friends, telling your coworkers, telling your family. We need the Patreon support. If you could do that, all of that makes a difference. All of that makes a difference. So with that being said, we're going to continue to push the Patreon 150%. Anytime you turn onto this channel, you're going to hear Patreon, 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 Patreon. Right? And you'll get the exclusive content. You'll get the bonus videos. You'll get access to the documentaries, the countdowns. Where we start doing the countdowns, the top 10 local artists in the Bronx countdowns. We might start doing that. So if we start doing that, that may be exclusively on Patreon. We never know. You never know. There's going to be some part 2 interviews, Patreon. Right now, what we only going to keep for free is the live stream because we really rocking with y'all. And we love the energy that we get from the live stream. But all the other things that we used to do for free, yesterday's price is not today's price. Respectfully. And I mean that with the utmost respect. But now it's time for us to go to the next level. So again, download the Patreon app. You can get the Shot O'Clock package for $5. You can get the Buffalo package for $10, or you can get the Chairman package for $25. Appreciate y'all.
Beautifully said.
Thank you, man.
That was good because you like beginning, you fumbled a little bit. You had to get it back.
Yeah. I had to pick up the fumble and run for 100 yards.
That was good.
But I wish I could have showed them. I can't show them. But yeah, the Patreon stuff is gonna help us tremendously. Y'all really don't understand. Like, if we could just get 50 people for $5, that's dramatically changing the scope of our show.
So, y'all gotta understand, with those $5 and those 50 people, let's just say hypothetically speaking, man, like we could do so much more for you guys. We could get more. The equipment could be better. The sound could be better. The lights could be better. The guests we have could be better. We could get them warm.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of that shit that like the outside doesn't see that we really got to take into consideration for a lot of you guys out there. So, like, listen, y'all just helping us out to make everything better for you guys, because we do this for you guys.
Exactly. And so it's 8 o'clock. Is there anything else you want to?
That actually was a good way to close it.
Yeah, we can close it with that. Again, Patreon. I'm going to put it in the chat. Patreon.com. /40 Central.
Please tell everybody about it. We really appreciate it.
Yes, so the Patreon, all of that goes to helping making our show better. And if you could just get one person to just support the Patreon, so that way we can add you to the show. Add you to the Telegram and get your voice heard for the show. You can give us feedback for guests. You can help us find new talent. You can give us feedback on the shows. You could tell us if we need to kick off Kev. You could tell us whatever it is that you need to tell us. Right.
Listen, in that Telegram, I just want to put it out there. That Telegram, man, it's literally connected to each one of us. Like, if you on that and you want to say something to us and you got a question or a problem or a concern or something that you want to do, like, one of us are gonna answer, and that's directly to us. It's like it's like y'all got our phone number. Y'all could be halfway across the world and y'all could text like, yo, listen, I want to talk about this today, and we could probably try to make that work. For the most part, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be good, and all the new shit that we got coming out, The brainstorming that we've been doing, like, trust me, like it's gonna be worth it to buy that $25 one.
Yeah, absolutely. And even with that $25, we could buy it. We can get an editor.
Mm-hmm.
We can get a social media manager. We can get. There's so many things that we can get if we are able to get this Patreon up and running. And of course, there are going to be a lot of things that you'll be able to benefit from purchasing one of these Patreon packages.
Right, and we just starting it out, so like if we a little slow or something like that, just be patient with us.
Yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're not gonna be slow though.
Yeah,
I'm
just saying, just be patient with us.
Yeah, work with us. This is all a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
We're just all taking steps forward to try to get to the top. We all want to get to the top of the mountain at the end of the day, and we there. So unless there's anybody in the comments that wants to tackle any of the basketball topics, which is why I showed up here in the first place, drop them now. I'll give you a couple minutes. If not, then we're gonna close out.
I just wish we could stop that shit.
I hate it.
I hate that shit. I don't understand why it does that.
I don't know. It's this something. It got to be this computer.
No, it was doing it. Does it?
I don't think it does it on yours. Any basketball questions? Any basketball questions? I got till 8:05. So I'm gonna milk this stream for every view that we can get. Any basketball questions that y'all want to tackle? Any basketball questions that y'all want to tackle? Put them in the chat. Justin or myself will answer them. We love this basketball stuff. Shout out to Paul Pierce, man.
Why?
Because I'm seeing this highlight tape. He was like he is one of the best scorers in NBA history. And he did it like overweight. Like, he was never like the super athletic guy, the super strong guy. He was like a chunky dude that will give you 50. Man, Pierce was getting buckets. Yeah, today don't even feel like a Tuesday.
And because we did something yesterday too.
Oh yeah, I beat Warren. Y'all missed it, so that's gonna be on Patreon too. I beat Warren in the verses. It went down. It happened. Ho versus Rose. Skeptical judging, but I went home with the crown. I still got my undefeated crown. I mean, got the belt right here. And we doing a damn thing. So yeah, Warren, you took an L, brother.
Yeah, we're gonna be putting a lot more of those too on Patreon. Man.
Yeah, so the verses will be on Patreon from now on. No more streaming verses. So that way we can try to.
So we won't get kicked off.
Yeah, all that stuff. All right, that's 8:05. No questions. Appreciate y'all. You have been rocking with the State of the Union. Let me tune up my music. That's what I should have did instead of this. Let's see. All right. That was episode 1, State of the NBA, with yours truly, James. They call me James. My students call me James. My friends call me JT. And my grandma calls me Handsome. We appreciate your support. Make sure you go add that Patreon. Make sure you go share the link with somebody that you know. We talk basketball. It's probably going to be a Tuesday thing from now on. Tuesday nights or Tuesday evenings, come rock with me. And we're going to have some debates and have some fun. I love this basketball thing. Thank you, and good night. Anything you want to say? Nah.
Playing music?
Nah. I was, but